That's it. I like hypnosis. Sorry, I was talking to you and you turned around. What's wrong?
Felt like someone had touched me.
What? We've got two different suggestions going on this week. The first one is going to be hypnotic anchoring, so watch out for that one first, and then following that we've got planting false hypnotic memories. Doesn't that sound good? At the end of the video you'll see this girl coming out of hypnosis, so keep watching right to the end because that in itself is very interesting. But let's find out more about the two suggestions. Hi, it's Tran here from Feel Good Hypnosis, and I said there's two suggestions coming up today. The first one is about hypnotic anchoring. So what is hypnotic anchoring? Well, basically hypnotic anchoring is when I make a suggestion that links something I'm doing to something the subject is doing. Now, in therapy, hypnotic anchoring takes on something slightly different, because what I would do there in a therapeutic suggestion is make someone feel a certain way. In therapy, it's usually make somebody feel better. So I might say, you'll feel better, you'll feel good every time maybe you touch your thumb and forefinger together. Now, it's not something we do all the time, but say somebody's going for a job interview and they're standing in the, ready to go in, or maybe they've went into the job interview and they don't want to do something strange and sort of going into some sort of relaxing meditation beforehand. Simply by touching their thumb and forefinger together, they can feel good about themselves and carry on that job interview in a better way. So that's hypnotic anchoring in a therapeutic situation. Here, in this entertainment situation, what I'm doing is I'm saying every time I touch my nose, she feels something strange happening. Now, I'm not going to tell you more, you're going to have to watch the video and find out, but it's the same principle whether it's therapy or whether it's entertainment. It's just the suggestion is going to be more light-hearted in an entertainment suggestion than it is in the therapeutic suggestion. But either way, hypnotic anchoring is a very powerful thing that I use a lot in both entertainment and in the therapeutic environment. It's a quite simple and straightforward suggestion you'll see me make in this hypnosis. Now, when she has her eyes closed, I'm actually touching my nose. That's helping me get that connection between the suggestion I'm going to make, touching my nose, and conveying to her that every time I touch my nose, something's going to happen. So that's just a little tip. It helps me sort of get into the suggestion by acting it out, even though we haven't got on to her opening her eyes and seeing me touching my nose yet. Just by saying, every time I touch my nose, such and such will happen. So I recommend that to people, and you'll see me do that. Watch out in other videos as you watch through all the other videos on YouTube that I have created. You'll see me doing that many times. Even though someone's in hypnosis, someone's has their eyes closed, I'm actually acting out what I'm suggesting to the subject. After that skit, and it's a lovely skit, I hope you enjoyed that one, give us a like and a thumbs up, even if it's just for that one. But it's even better after that, it's the implanting a false memory. So I put her back into trance, I get her to close her eyes and get her in a focused state of attention, and I give her a new suggestion. First of all, you'll hear me take the old suggestion away, and that's important to do, if not at the time, before she wakes up. But in this situation, I take it away immediately, saying you'll no longer feel like somebody's, well, you'll see me making the suggestion and nearly give it away to you as to what the suggestion was. I then go on to say, in a moment you're going to open your eyes and you'll realise that, I lent you something a couple of weeks ago. And it's as simple as that. I've implanted a false memory because I never saw this girl before, I never lent her anything before, but I've given her that suggestion that when she wakes up she's going to feel like something she lent to me before, or I'd lent to her before, and it's now time for her to give it back. Again, 1, 2, 3, open your eyes, and there you go. I start off quite soft in the inquiry about this one for several reasons. This is quite a powerful thing, something that she owns, she's bought, and she has for a long time. I'm suggesting that I actually give it to her just a couple of weeks ago. So always the subject is in control, and if it was really personal, if it was really strong to her, then even in hypnosis the suggestion wouldn't take. So I want to go very carefully. Now, I know from the previous skits that I've done with this girl that she's very good and very suggestible and willing to go along. So I'll put some links up to the previous skits I've done with this girl so you can see her in previous skits. But I've built up a feeling that she's going to be happy enough to accept this suggestion when I give it to her. So as much as it might not work, I'm fairly confident it's going to work based on my experience and the experience overall and the experience in working with this girl to date. So secondly, it helps connect with the audience and the onlookers that are watching me, you know, working with this girl and giving their suggestions. So there's another reason why when she opens her eyes and I start talking to her, I sort of go, did I lend you something? It might not have worked, so I'm being cautious, but also it builds up that sort of sense of fun for the audience as well. She immediately goes, yes, you know, and points to the object I've suggested it, I've lent to her. And you can look at her face, you can see the genuine look in her face that, you know, she really believes that the suggestion took. So, 2 powerful skits there. At the end of that, I then put her back into hypnosis, and I say this time when I count from 1 to 5, you'll come out of hypnosis and feeling really refreshed. Once again, you see how I make sure I remove that suggestion from her and make sure that none of the suggestions stick. But one suggestion I do give, it's called a hypnotic gift, is when you wake up you'll really feel good, like you've had a 12-hour sleep. That's what I call a hypnotic gift, because it's a little gift for me. It's a nice suggestion, it's a kind suggestion. It's not a funny suggestion that would make her look silly. It's just something that's going to make her feel nice. So I call a hypnotic gift, and I always try to give a little gift to everyone that I hypnotise. So that's a good reason to volunteer if you ever see me in the streets of Belfast or whatever. Oh yes, right at the end, after she's woken up, I say, do you remember everything? Now I've said this before in other videos, and you'll see it sometimes people remember everything, sometimes people only remember bits and pieces. I always like to leave them remembering everything. It's just kindness to say, you know, thanks for you know, being hypnotised and being a good subject for me and to have more videos. So I want to make sure she remembers. Now, sometimes in videos you'll say, in a moment I'm going to tap you on the forehead, and when I tap you on the forehead you'll remember everything. This time I mix it up a bit and I say, when I click my fingers. Now I said it in last week's video, you don't need to click fingers, and you don't need to learn and know how to click fingers. You can tap them on the forehead. You can say, when I tap you on the shoulder. Again, it's another hypnotic anchor, like the suggestion I gave at the beginning of the video and talked about at the beginning of the video. So that's another, what I call hypnotic anchor, just to say when I click my fingers everything will come back. Remember, when people come out of trance for the first 1 or 2 minutes, they are quite suggestible as well. So that's almost another hypnotic suggestion right at the tail end coming out of hypnosis. So watch out for that one at the end of the video. I hope you like this video. Really do. Give me a thumbs up, give me a like when you like it, and don't forget, leave me a comment in the comment section below. I want to know what you think about this video, what you liked most. Was it the hypnotic anchoring, or was it the implanting of a false memory? Which one was the best? Which one did you think was most exciting? And don't forget, click the big red subscribe button. Don't forget to click the notification bell so you get notified every time a new video comes out from Feel Good Hypnosis. I really enjoy having you comment and give me feedback on these videos, so I'm looking forward to hearing all about it this time. In the meantime, let's get on with the video. Here it comes. In a minute I'm going to count from 1 to 3. On the count of 3 you're going to open your eyes, you're going to be back with us, and that girl is no longer going to be your favourite movie star, that YouTuber, Barbara. But in a moment when you wake up, you're going to open your eyes, and every time you see me touch my nose, it's going to be like someone behind you has nipped you in the bum. Every time you see me touch my nose, it's going to be like someone has nipped you in the bum. And you're going to look around and try and find out who it is. Nod your head that you understand. 1, 2, 3, open your eyes. Wow, she's away now. I don't know where she went. There you go. But anyway, so you're having fun in hypnosis. It's good fun? Yeah. That's it. I like hypnosis. Sorry, I was talking to you and you turned around. What's wrong?
Just felt like someone was touching me.
What? There's nobody there. Here, stand over here. Stand over here, maybe. Anyway, what was I saying? Yes, hypnosis is a... What did they do?
No, it just feels like someone's touching me.
Alright, maybe it's just the breeze. Maybe it's just the breeze.
I don't know.
What did you? What? We're having a conversation here. Did you do something? What? She nipped you?
Yeah. It wasn't you. No.
Stand over here. There you go. I don't know. These people. Yeah, but you can't. Are these friends of yours? So. Who's doing that? I don't know. There you go. But anyway, so where were we? Yes, in hypnosis it's easy because sometimes people just say sleep, way down, and you go back into trance. That's it, way down. In a minute, I'm going to count from 1 to 3. On the count of 3, you're going to open your eyes. You no longer feel like every time I touch my nose, when you feel like somebody's nipping your bum, that suggestion will disappear. But in a moment, I'm going to count from 1 to 3. On the count of 3, you're going to open your eyes and be back with us, and you're going to realise that I lent you a mobile phone last week. You're going to realise that mobile phone that mobile phone that you have is actually, I lent it to you and it's time to give it back. Nod your head that you understand. So 1, 2, 3, open your eyes. Yeah, so, I love hypnosis. It really is good. But, we met before, and I think it was a couple of weeks ago. Did I lend you something? I think I did. Something like... Oh, yes. There you go.
Hi.
There you go. No problem. So you enjoyed using it anyway?
Yeah, no, it was
good. See, you never have to learn to be a pickpocket when you know hypnosis. That's very good. And sleep now. Deeper relaxed. In a moment, I'm going to count from 1 to 3. On the count of 3. In fact, on the count of 5. On the count of 5, you're going to open your eyes and be back with us, and all hypnotic suggestions disappear. But just as quickly as the hypnotic suggestions disappear, you're going to feel full of life and full of invigoration, full of energy, like you've never felt before. Like you've had a 12-hour sleep or a 6-hour massage, full of life and full of energy. So 1, and again, you'll realise that mobile phone is yours. And you didn't lend it to me. All hypnotic suggestions disappear. So 1, that feeling of hypnosis just disappear from the tips of your toes. 2, washing up through your stomach, through your pelvis. 3, take a deep breath in now. Let that energy wash all the way through you, from every tip of your fingers, right down the tips of your toes, right up to the top of your head. Feel that energy. And 5, stretch and wide awake. How's it going? Good. I don't know. For some reason, I have your mobile phone. How did you find that hypnosis experience?
It was good.
It was good. Do you remember what happened? Bits. Do you remember why you've got somebody's name written on your arm? No? In a minute, I'm going to count from... I'm going to snap my fingers. When I snap my fingers, all memory will come back to you.
Alright.
Bit of a round of applause, people, for this.